That number one question that tends to pop up time and time again when it comes to fitness. How long does it really take to see those visible abs? How long does it really take to get a six-pack? Let's answer that today on Exchange for Gains.
Let's exchange your mind up, Let's exchange for what? Exchange for gains. Join that gym, get lost to the moment. Let's turn that to a lifestyle. We ain't getting any younger. Why fall to the side and lie down? Give it those plates, I'll push that. The only food that I put in my body be good. I don't wanna look good when I look back. I wanna look wham. This trend to get fitness, trust to the process.
What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Exchange for Gains. Today we're going to target and focus on how long it really takes for you to see those six-pack abs. When you see those adverts on social media saying get a six-pack in 2 months or get abs in 2 weeks, don't believe them. Don't believe them at all. Especially if you've got like a high body fat percentage. How are you going to believe that? You know, don't be a fool like me. I believe that. You know, I used to go on these websites or, you know, click on these videos and do so many crunches or, you know, a lot of them didn't even touch on the fact that you've got to be in a calorie deficit depending on what your body fat percentage is. A lot of them just focus on the actual exercise itself in terms of doing crunches. It's not all about crunches in order for you to get six-pack abs. You have to clean up your diet at the same time. Not only that, they're telling you you can get abs in 2 months. They're telling you you can get six-pack in 2, maybe 3, maybe say 4 months or maybe 3 weeks. How do they know what your starting point is? How can they give you a time frame or a date for them to state you're going to get six packs if you start from now to then? And they don't know what your body fat percentage is or what you even look like in terms of your body shape. Doesn't really make sense, does it? One of my main goals, in fact, my main goal in 2019 going on to 2020 was to see those visible abs. You know, been going to the gym so many times, doing so many crunches, lifting so many weights, but I could not see any results. Yes, I was getting bigger in terms of muscle, but in terms of seeing those visible abs, just wasn't happening. So today we're going to focus on how long it actually really takes for each individual to get those six-pack abs. Truth be told, when it comes to six-pack abs or seeing any sort of visible abs, it's going to take time, depending on what your starting point is. If you are someone like myself, who, you know, could not see any abs at all at one stage, it's going to take longer than someone who can actually see the abs popping through slightly. Getting a six-pack is not easy. It is not easy at all, especially if you're starting from an average looking person, whether you're male or female. It's going to take time, it's going to take effort, and it's going to take commitment. Not only that, mixed all that with consistency. It's going to take a long time, depending on what your starting point is, to see those visible abs. You've got to clean up your diet. You have to ensure that, you know, you're not only working your abs, because in terms of getting a six-pack, it's not all about just working those particular abs. You have to focus on other areas of the body in terms of ensuring that your compound lifts are incorporated within your fitness in terms of your exercises when you're working out. You know, getting a six-pack is almost so many people's dreams. Like I said before, it was one of my main targets, and thankfully I've achieved it to a point where you now can see visible abs. However, like I said, it's not something that has just, you know, I could just click my fingers and it's come just like that. It's taken me literally a year to get six-pack abs. And in fact, I'm not even someone who you could say at the moment, you know, you have a very good core. Your core is extremely, you know, of a high quality. I'm nowhere near that. My journey is actually still continuing. As you can see within the clips I'm actually showing currently, I've gone from someone who, you know, started off as just a normal looking guy, you know, kept at it, cleaned up my diet, incorporated, like I said before, those compound lifts. As you can see over time, you can see that my physique's gone leaner. Bearing in mind, like I said, I'm not someone that looks like this every day, and the lighting in some of these pictures are quite good. So, you know, I'm honest enough to state that. But at the end of the day, you can see that there's been an improvement from, you know, late 2019 up until the current day, 2022. But the main thing when it comes to six-pack abs, the main thing for me, and this is what I would give to anybody who's looking to get sort of like, you know, that those visible abs or six-pack abs or just get a strong core, is your diet. For the average looking person, your body fat percentage needs to be fairly low. I'm not an expert, so I can't really tell you what that body fat percentage should be in order for you to see those visible abs. Some people say 10%, some people say 12% body fat. I don't know. I could not tell you, unfortunately. But what I will say is you have to ensure that your diet is a clean diet. That's not to say you can't eat chicken. That's not to say you can't eat fish. That's not to say you can't eat meats. That's not even to say you can't eat chocolate or cake. What I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, as long as you're eating your vegetables, you're eating your lean meats, and not only that, you've got down to a percentage where, you can see at least an outline of your abdominal muscles in terms of getting those abs visible. From there, you can build up your core in terms of ensuring that your abdominal muscles are bulky by doing weighted exercises. As you can see in this clip, I'm actually doing crunches, but I'm actually using a weight. So not only that, it gives me a more intense workout when I'm doing my sit-ups, but it's also helping me build muscle on my core in terms of those abdominal muscles. To cut a long story short, when it comes to time frames in terms of how long it would take for you to get a six-pack, it depends. It all depends on what your starting point is. If you're a slim person, or if you're someone who, like I said, you can see the outline, it's not going to take you that long. I've reached my goal in terms of being able to see those visible abs, but at the end of the day, my journey is still continuing. I've not even finished. In fact, I'm just beginning. Even though I'm in my late 30s, I hope and I pray by the age of 45, I'm still doing fitness, or, I'm still able to present YouTube videos to you guys to inspire and motivate in order for you to achieve your goal. Whatever I can influence, or how I can, motivate you guys out there in order for you to reach your targets, that's what I'm here to do. Like I always say in my videos, it's a marathon, it's never a sprint. I'm not a fitness coach. Far from it. I work 9 to 5 just like a normal person. But at the end of the day, if I can do it, I'm not saying you can, but you can try. You can try. Some people have got injuries out there. So it's going to be, it might take them longer, or it might be far more difficult for them to reach their goal. But at the end of the day, if you're a normal person like me, who has no injuries, but at the same time, you have a goal in mind and you want to reach it, of course you can get there. Start today. What is actually stopping you? What is actually stopping you from you starting today, not putting a target or a date on when or where or how you want to achieve your goal, and just going with the flow? Working hard, stay determination, and see where you are in about, let's be realistic, see where you are in about 6 to 8 months time, rather than 2 weeks or 2 months like some people say. 6 to 8 months. Clean up your diet, do your exercises, stay focused, and in 6 to 8 months time, look at your pictures, compare them. And if you see an improvement in your physique, well done. Well done, and continue, go for it. Alright people, that's it from me today. Like I always say in my videos, if you're feeling this channel, please feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe. Add me on Instagram, it's The Ron Official. I'm also on TikTok by the same name, it's The Ron Official. Stay blessed, stay motivated, keep pushing for those gains. Use the hashtag on Instagram, exchange for gains, you will see it pop up. At the end of the day, if you really want it, you'll achieve it. Peace.
Exchange for gains. Move it, Karen. Time I make those lifestyle changes. Do it like Darren.